Welcome to the channel Maths by Swatima. We are with the chapter trigonometry and we have discussed the basic related to the trigonometric identities also, and we have started with the exercise. If you have not watched, please go to the description box. Links are provided. Watch them. You will get more confident on the chapter trigonometry. Fine. Okay. Now we'll move to the next question. The question is, prove that root of 1 plus sin a divided by 1 minus sin a is equal to ck plus tan a. When you people see the root, you will get scared of it. The thing is, you have to remove the root. When are you able to remove the root? When you have a square, you are able to remove the root. Yes or no? So that is why you need to have a square there. To have a square, what should I do? I have to go for rationalizing the denominator. Is it not? So now what I do is, I will consider the LHS. I reach to RHS. Right? And I am going to rationalize the LHS part. Look at the answer step by step. I'll consider the LHS part. What is there in the LHS part, dear? Root of 1 plus sin A divided by 1 minus sin A. And I told you, I will rationalize the denominator. If I want to rationalize the denominator, what I do? Multiply with the denominator but change the sign. Yes or no? Now see here, I have 1 minus sin A. Okay, so if I multiply this, it will become 1 plus sin A divided by 1 plus sin A. This is how I need to multiply, isn't it? Now, look at the board. See, suppose root of, look at the denominator part, what we have. See, denominator part, 1 plus sin A into 1 plus sin A. 1 plus sin A, 2 times it is appearing, isn't it? 1 plus sin A into 1 plus sin A will become what? 1 plus sin A the whole square. Is it not? 1 plus sin A the whole square divided by, what is there in the denominator, dears? See, 1 minus sin A, 1 plus sin A. Do you remember an algebraic identity? Or else you always remember, whenever you rationalize the denominator part would always give you a plus b into a minus b. That you have to remember. Now look at the board. A minus b into a plus b, that is a square minus b square. So to do that, what I am going to write here? 1 square minus sine square a. Is it not? 1 square minus sine square a. And now you have to remember the trigonometric identity here. What is the trigonometric identity you need to remember? See, you need to remember sine square A plus cos square A is equal to 1. This is the first trigonometric identity we have. Now, if I send sine to this side, plus the sign will become minus sign. So we'll be having cos square A is equal to 1 minus sine square A. Okay, cos square A is equal to 1 minus sine square A. Means instead of this 1 minus sine square A, okay, instead of this 1 minus sine square A, can I put cos square A? Of course I can put, because both the values are equal to each other. Instead of cos square, I can put 1 minus sine square. Instead of 1 minus sine square, I can put cos square. So now what I do, I'll modify the question. See, look at the board here. In the numerator, I'm not going to change anything. Numerator part, I have 1 plus sine A the whole square whole divided by, instead of 1 minus sine square A, I'm going to write cos square A. Okay, so in the denominator part, I have cos square A. Fine, understood. Okay, now dear, this root is related to both the numerator and denominator, and I told you, whenever you want to remove the square root, make the values square. Now look at the board. Numerator also we have squared, denominator also we have squared. Means now I can remove the square root. Is it not? Now see, numerator part square and root got removed, and in the denominator part square and root got removed. Now what I left with the answer, dear? 1 plus sine A whole divided by cos A. Okay, 1 plus sine A whole divided by cos A. Now further I cannot simplify, that I know, but what is the RHS part I need to have? See here, I need to have CK plus tan A. However, I have to reach to a point CK plus tan A. Now what I do is, this one I'll split and write. Means how? There this cos is the LCM of 1 by cos and sine by cos. Yes or no? So I'm going to split and write the values. If I split and write, what I'm going to have? 1 divided by cos A plus sine A divided by cos A. Okay, 1 divided by cos A plus sine A divided by cos A. Now use the relations with respect to sine and tan. You have to remember them. Dear, reciprocal of cos. Who is the reciprocal of cos? 1 by cos A is nothing but who, dear? Ck. You have to remember it. And sine A by cos A, we have already remembered the trigonometric identities and trigonometric relations. Yes or no? Sine A by cos A is nothing but tan A. These two you have to remember. 1 by cos A is nothing but Ck. Sine A by cos A is nothing but who? It is a tan A. Now, instead of 1 by cos A, I can substitute Ck. Yes or no? Instead of sine A by cos A, I can substitute what? Tan A. Hence, have I reached with RHS or not? Yes. So, we have to write at the end, LHS is equal to RHS. Practice it 4 to 5 times, then only you will get a perfect knowledge on the all kind of questions. We'll move to the next one. See, the next question is, prove that sine theta minus 2 sine cube theta whole divided by 2 cos cube theta minus cos theta is equal to tan theta. One of the very important question, more times asked questions. Okay, so this you need to practice it because it is a very important one. Now dear, what I do, I'll consider the LHS part and I'll reach to RHS. Okay, step by step, just observe how I'm going to do it. First consider the LHS part. What is there in the LHS part? I have sine theta minus 2 sine cube theta whole divided by 2 cos cube theta minus cos theta. Whenever you solve this kind of questions, your decisions are very important. Step by step, what you decide to do, how you decide to simplify, that matters here. Now when I look at the question, what decision come into my mind? In the numerator part, I have sine and sine, so I can take sine common. In the denominator part, I have cos and cos, so I can take cos common. So that decision, whatever the decision comes in your mind by looking at the question, try to apply that decision to the question. Understanding? So now what I am going to do, I will take sine theta common from the numerator. If I take sine theta common from the numerator, what is going to happen here? 1 I left here, sine cube is there, 3 sine are there, 1 I have taken, 2 I have left over there, so I'll be having here 2 cos square, 2 sine square theta, 2 sine square theta. Okay, sine theta into bracket 1 minus 2 sine square theta. The same way in the denominator, what I can take it as a common, cos theta I can take it as a common. So what I do, I'll take cos theta common. If I take cos theta common, what is left here? Out of cos cube theta, cos have taken out, so I left with 2 cos square theta minus 1, because it is only cos theta I have taken out, I left with 1. Now what I should do? Dear, I need to have here tan theta. Use your common sense. To have tan theta, I need to have only sine theta by cos theta, because by relation we know sine theta by cos theta is tan theta. Fine enough, I can have. But however, I need to cancel these two. Then only I'll get sine theta by cos theta. Now to cancel those two, just look at the question. It is in the form of sine and it is in the form of cos. To cancel them, both of them has to be in the same trigonometric ratio. Now, can I use identity to convert sine to cos? Of course, yes or no? So, how to write sine in terms of cos? We remember the identity once again. What is the identity we have? We have sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. This is the identity we have. Now, I need to write the sine in the terms of cos. So, what I do? Sine I keep here and cos I'll send it to the side. Plus cos square will become minus cos square. So, now what I'll be having here? Sine square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. Okay, sine square theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta. Now, instead of sine square theta, I will substitute 1 minus cos square theta. Okay, now dear, numerator part, sine theta keep as it is. Okay, in the bracket, 1 minus 2 into bracket. Instead of sine square theta, what I am going to substitute? 1 minus cos square theta. Yes or no? 1 minus cos square theta whole divided by, what is there in the denominator? Cos theta. 2 cos square theta minus 1. Don't change the denominator. If you change the denominator, again you will convert this to sine. There is no use of it doing it. Fine. So the thing, either you consider numerator in the form of cos or you convert cos in the form of sine. My aim is to just cancel these two. That you have to keep it in your mind. Understanding. Now simplify this. See, sine theta into bracket 1 minus 2 into 1, 2, minus into minus plus 2 into cos square theta, 2 cos square theta. 2 cos square theta whole divided by cos theta into bracket 2 cos square theta minus 1. Don't change anything in the denominator. Just keep it as it is. Now in the numerator part, sine theta into bracket 1 minus 2. 1 minus 2 is how much I have? Minus 1, because bigger number is negative. So I have to keep the negative for the result, plus 2 cos square theta divided by cos theta into bracket 2 cos square theta minus 1. Just look at the board. Here, minus 1, 2 cos square theta, 2 cos square theta minus 1. Both are one another same. Yes or no? Or else we'll write one more step to make it very clear. Sine theta into bracket. First I'll write 2 cos square theta. Yes or no? So what I'll be having? 2 cos square theta minus 1. In the denominator part, let me have cos theta into bracket, what we have? 2 cos square theta minus 1. See, this is also 2 cos square theta minus 1. This is also 2 cos square theta minus 1. So at the end, what I left with? I left with only sine theta divided by cos theta. This is what I wanted. Yes or no? Because I need to prove it as a tan theta. I know by relation tan theta is nothing but sine theta by cos theta. Now see here. Sine theta by cos theta is what? Tan theta. Have I proved it? Yes. So at the end I'll write LHS is equal to RHS. Dear, this question is very important related to board examination. Please practice the question. Have a very good knowledge on this question. We'll move to the next question.